Hey, it's the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Tuesday, the 14th of January. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather, quiet, dry through Friday. A soaking rain Saturday. We go in the deep freeze next week. Could be the coldest air so far this season. And could we be dealing with a winter storm about a week from today? Interesting new model data this morning, so hang on. Let's talk about it. This is where we stand now. Upper air look across the country. Got a zonal flow and a dry air mass today. Visible satellite view. Lots of sunshine across Alabama. Got a few high cirrus clouds around down in South Alabama. But again, low levels are very dry. And around the nation, that's the radar composite, about as quiet as it gets this time of the year. Temperatures are mostly in the 40s over the northern counties of the state. We've got 46 in Cullman, Birmingham 49, Huntsville 45. And then low and mid-50s for the southern half of the state. The warm spot is Dothan. They've got 55. Again, very calm around the nation. That's the watch warning map today. And not a single thunderstorm expected across the contiguous United States through tonight. Same thing tomorrow. Same thing on Thursday. No thunder anywhere. But rain will be coming back as the weekend begins. This is the precipitation for the next 7 days. And again, the bulk of this will be Saturday. Rain amounts 1 to 2 inches for much of the state. Just a good old-fashioned rainy day Saturday. And then Sunday we go cold. But let's walk you through it. New model data in. Model fans, the GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 3. Still got a zonal flow in again. Dry. We start the day below freezing in most spots. The high tomorrow. Low 50s for North Alabama. Mid 50s for the southern counties of the state. Same thing on Thursday. We're dry. High should be in the 50s. Friday, we're dry. Highs close to 60 in many spots, probably low 60s for South Alabama. But then on Saturday, the weather goes wet with a cold front. We'll have rain much of the day, and there could be a rumble of thunder somewhere, but it's not a severe weather setup, just a rainy day, the high upper 50s and low 60s. And then Sunday, here come those low thickness values. That's a 1,052 millibar high up in western Canada feeding this stuff in. And Sunday will be a pretty cold day. I think North Alabama will probably stay in the 30s all day with a very icy north wind. And there could be a few snow flurries Sunday morning over North Alabama, but if that happens, no impact. Just the cold is the big story. And then Monday, we are very cold and dry. Again, that's a 1,053 millibar high that's over North Dakota. North Alabama stays below freezing all day Monday. We start the day in the teens and low 20s. South Alabama, maybe mid-30s, but even there, it's going to be pretty cold. A very frigid air mass, the coldest so far this season. And then a week from today, this is Tuesday the 21st, troughing off to the west, and So the GFS continues the idea of a winter storm for the southern two-thirds of the state. Really, the Tennessee Valley might miss it if this happens to verify. And again, you can see the idea, maybe a nasty freezing rain episode for South Alabama and maybe some snow for the central counties of the state. And again, this is the GFS, Tuesday of next week, a week from today, the 21st. So let's check the European. If you watched this morning, the European had nothing. I mean, it had nothing. It was just very cold and dry. And all of a sudden, the European is in line with the GFS concept of a winter storm and an icy mess. The pink shades there, that's all freezing rain. The blue shades, that would be snow. And goodness. And again, I'm not saying this is going to happen. This is deterministic output. This is going to change a lot. But I'm just saying, I don't like that. Goodness gracious. Those freezing rain accumulation numbers are just terrifying. That would be just a horrific ice storm if this happens to verify. But again, I stress, guys, this is 7 days out. This is going to change a lot between now and then. But again, you've got the GFS on board with a winter storm Tuesday night. The European on board with a winter storm Tuesday and Tuesday night. But let's go for that third opinion. The Canadian, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just very cold and dry. Very cold, but dry. So let's look at the probabilistic outlook. This is the way you want to look at it right now. And again, the deal is this is the chance of snow here, the chance of 1 inch of snow or greater. If a lot of these scenarios pan out, we're going to see more ice than snow, and it would not be reflected here. But the numbers have really jumped up with the European ensemble. The chance of 1 inch of snow has jumped up into the 40 to 50% bracket for much of Alabama. And let's go to the snow plume product coming off the European. Remember, 51 members. Each line on that chart represents a member, one of the members. The green line is the mean, which is really what you're looking for. But notice you've got one member that spits out a foot of snow for Birmingham. One member, one little bitty member of 51. We throw that out. You got one member at 8 inches, one member at about 2 members at about 6 inches, but most of them are under 2 inches of snow here. The mean is about 1.5 inches. But again, remember, the ice and freezing rain would not be reflected here. And again, the signals we're seeing this morning are more freezing rain than snow. But again, the ensembles tell a story that the probabilities are coming up that there could be a winter storm across parts of the Deep South Tuesday night, maybe into Wednesday of next week. And it could be a very impactful winter storm if it happens. And again, we really need to get to the end of the week. Tomorrow morning, we might talk and all this stuff's off the board again. So again, the key product is to just watch these probabilities off the ensembles, the European here. But clearly a big jump up in the 12Z run for Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Again, I can't answer your questions. Who gets what? How bad will it be? What about power outages? What about travel? We can't answer that. Nobody can right now. No skill, zero. But just the signals are increasing for a winter storm Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. All right, let's go out 10 days. Woo, that's cold looking. Goodness gracious. That's Friday the 24th, Friday of next week. Again, this back to the GFS. Very cold upper look, and that 540 thickness line is down in the Gulf of Mexico. Wow. So let's look at the numbers. Now, remember, this is a smooth product here. This is coming off the national blend of models, and I like this. It takes out the extremes and kind of gives you the best blend of everything. But it's telling a story here. And this is for Birmingham. Understand if you're in some other parts of North Alabama, it's going to be colder than this, but this is suggesting Birmingham stays below freezing all day Monday of next week, all day Tuesday of next week, with lows in the teens Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning. And again, that's when a wave could create some winter storm problems here, and that's just not good. And then temperatures slowly come up toward the end of next week, but again, these numbers could be adjusted downward even more as we get closer. Warmest day will be Saturday. That's when the high will be near 60, and again, that's with rain falling. And the latest long-range guidance is in the house. This is for the 22nd through the 28th of January. And once again, we're in the blue. We just can't shake it. Temperatures below average here. So it sure looks like we'll stay below average for the rest of January. But again, I don't want anybody just getting overly alarmed at this point about the situation Tuesday and Wednesday of next week based off the 12Z runs here. And yeah, it looks nasty. But understand tomorrow morning I could show you these maps and there'll be absolutely nothing there. But just keep an eye on the probabilistic output off the ensembles to see if the numbers are rising, and they are clearly rising this morning. And we'll see how the trend holds up tomorrow. So, you know what we got to do here? We got to roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam video. Hey. Stop number 1, Roopville Elementary, Carroll County, Georgia. Pre-K, K, 1 and 2 in the house. Hey, that pound cake, that's a winner. Let me tell you what, that's amazing. But we had a great time today, and of course, everybody's still excited about the snow last Friday. They want to know it's going to snow again next week. But we did a lot of science. Those kids were great listeners and great learners. They were so good today. That's a great school. So again, to all of those great teachers and students at Roopville Elementary School in Carroll County, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. Then to Shelby County, Alabama, for the kids at Pelham Oaks Elementary School, the third graders. You know, I kind of like those third graders. They're interesting characters. They're great. And, ooh, yeah, they respect the Polygon at Pelham Oaks. How about those cookies? I'm digging those. But we talked about weather forecasting. We talked about tornadoes, thunderstorms, hurricanes, ways of staying safe during severe weather. Did some storm spotting. But just a great session today. So, again, to these third graders and all the teachers at Pelham Oaks and those great teachers and students at Roopville Elementary, thanks a lot for great visits earlier today. Hey, you guys are looking good. Tomorrow, going to be in Talladega Young Elementary School. And then on Thursday, I'll be at the church at Cahaba Bend in Helena for their pre-K program. Friday, Piedmont Elementary School, home of the Bulldogs in Calhoun County. So busy week, but a good week. And of course, we invite you to watch us on the TV side right across the hall in Studio A. ABC 3340 News this evening at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.